All right, before we get started, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, make sure you go back and check out my old videos. We got a lot of Washburn N4 videos on here, a lot of other guitar videos. But once again, we have another insanely rare Washburn N4 2010 Nuno Bettencourt signature prototype. This guitar was never sold to the public. It was never retailed. And it has been in the possession of a Washburn employee in his private collection for the last 13 years in that 20th anniversary case there. Now, this guitar was kind of a prototype for the 20th anniversary guitars, and they went with the Koa tops for the main guitar. And the rumor was they had a couple of these walnut ones floating around, and that's kind of what this is. It is a walnut body, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Gold hardware, Seymour Duncan 59 in the neck, Bill Lawrence L500 XL in the bridge. With this being a proto, they did put one of those Seymour Duncan logoed neck pickups in it, which I'm not fond of. I'll probably end up replacing that and just putting a non-logo one in there, but it does add to some of the mystique of it being a prototype. But yeah, just an awesome, gorgeous guitar. Beautiful walnut body. It's got a really dark ebony fretboard, and it's got a really highly figured bird's eye maple neck. Just look at the neck on this thing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful guitar. And this guitar, like I said, was made before they did the 20th anniversary guitars. And it is, just kind of a one-off. And they, one of the guys in the custom shop, who's a good friend of mine, who worked for Washburn for many, many years, kept this guitar in his private collection. He was nice enough to move it on to me, and I'm greatly, greatly appreciative of that. And yeah, just a beautiful, gorgeous, awesome N4, super rare N4. A buddy and I were talking last night about the first couple runs of the 2.0s. I think they came out in 2009. I'd have to go back and look at one of my old videos to kind of educate myself on that. But I know it was about 2009 or so, maybe 2008. I think it was 2009. They started making these Davies 2.0s, which are more spec'd like the old Davies guitars. And to me, that custom shop really nailed the whole 2.0 thing. These guitars are just phenomenal. They're so well built. That custom shop was just so awesome. Really, every Washburn custom shop is great. They've never made a cheap or lesser desirable USA N4 to me. They just got some differences. And I'm kind of partial to that 90s custom shop and to the, late 2000s, 2009, 2010, around that era is really cool. Those 2.0s are just really, really super well made. So really just love these guitars. This one in particular is really cool because and this is way before the 4N came out, but look how thin the neck is on this thing up here. It's got a really thin neck, really awesome playing neck. Let's see if I can get it back on the stand there. And, if you don't already know what this is behind there, that's actually my guitar rack. I keep that scarf on it to keep dust off my guitars and keep them from getting grimy. And I've never had to dust a guitar in the last 5 years since I've been doing that. It's just a little tidbit I wanted to share with everybody. Maybe that could help somebody. But yeah, I just keep a little scarf over them, and it keeps particles that are floating around in the room or dust or anything like that from getting on the guitars. So yeah, it came with this awesome, beautiful 20th anniversary case, and it's got like all the gold hardware. But the main thing that sets this thing off is just these inlays. It's really super, super rare to find an N4 with these. And yeah, when I first got this guitar, Like I said, it had been in the case for 20 years. It had the original strings on it, so I had to restring it, set it up, and after I set it up, man, it is just a killer sounding playing guitar. And it's crazy how everything lines up on these guitars. As far as the tremolo, when you get it to that perfect height, that just lines up exactly where it needs to be up and down the neck. So you really can't screw this thing up by putting the action too low on it. It goes down to where probably the lowest it can go without it binding the tremolo, and it just lines up perfect. Everything lines up perfect on this guitar. And it's just a testament of the guys that were building him at the time. Got the Stevens Extended Cutaway there with the Stevens Extended Cutaway logo. And just a beautiful, beautiful piece of walnut. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out my other N4 videos. So awesome to have this one. And hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you.